morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another day. I hope you guys are excited. I mean, yesterday, a little bit slow, but this morning, I mean, all of you guys that have kind of been following along with some of the bigger macro thesis trades, silver's looking really good this morning. So, tomorrow is really going to be a huge day here. If you guys saw the YouTube video that I posted for you guys yesterday, those job revision numbers are going to be huge. If we end up actually seeing that giant downward revision of about 600,000 to a million jobs, that's going to really be interesting for the market because we're going to have to recalibrate our thesis a little bit. And it would actually make a little bit more sense to have some more rate hikes than what we are seeing right now. Now, again, I want to go off of the data that we're seeing. But again, it's an election year. They're going to mess around with the data a little bit, make things look a little better than I don't know. But I mean, they've done it multiple times. We saw it last year when there was that significant downward revision in those non-farm payroll numbers that came out, really shifted things around a lot. So it does look like, I mean, that expectation from Goldman Sachs came out. If that's accurate, that's going to really move around the unemployment rate. And it's going to be a lot higher than what people have currently kind of gotten used to right now. So it's giving us a little bit of a different picture as to what's actually happening in the market here. Now, other than that, guys, we do have Jackson Hole with Powell on Friday. I still do think that it's very likely that he comes out and is pretty neutral, but there is that possibility again for that 2022 situation where he comes out and is a little bit of a hawk and the markets start to give back some of their recent gains. But again, you guys want more information on that, just go watch that YouTube video. But today, there's not a whole lot of data. We do have some Fed speakers coming in. We have Bostic speaking at 1:35 p.m. We have Michael Barr speaking at 2:45 p.m. Again, right now, we're probably just going to be looking to see if these positions can cook. NEE is going to be an interesting one. If we do see the unemployment rate or though that revision number tomorrow come in really aggressive, I mean, NEE is probably going to pop back to the upside. You get that recession trade in utilities. NEE is looking good here. SLV is looking great. 1.45% in the pre-market here. I've got a little bit more time on these contracts. So again, this is looking like it's going to be a pretty solid trade here. We'll see what happens though. I know a lot of you guys are in this one too. I believe when we get in this one, Friday? I think it's Friday. So when was it? Yeah, Friday. So again, a couple other things. Qualcomm looks interesting. DraftKings, UNH. We're going to be talking a lot about a lot of different tickers today. We're going to go ticker hunting again. But team, it is that time of day. Make sure you guys are saying good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, I'd love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the stream, let me know. I'd love to welcome you into, honestly, what I would think is the best kept secret on YouTube here and in social media. Remember, guys, I say this all the time. Information is the edge in the market. It's not some nonsense that people are trying to sell you on social media about there's one algorithm that runs the market or there's some little cookie cutter indicator nonsense you can put on your chart in order to have long-term success. If you really want to have long-term success in the market, you have to understand exactly what moves markets, which is news and information, and then where the money flows based on that. That's why we're able to have so much success, and you guys see it constantly. So, again, I think I said it too. As always, guys, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Helps out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to some more people here. Again, costs you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot. But let's see here, team. We have Daily Taylor, Jacob, Rogue, Todd, Michael, Dr. Bob, Romeo, A-Rock, Daniel, Caleb, Cole, Powell, Wimpy. That's let's see here. David. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? From South Africa. What's up, man? How you doing? 65% on your EXPE. There you go. First time here from Singapore. What's up, guys? How you doing? Good morning. First time here. Love your videos. By the way, what do you I think on USD JPY? We can talk about that. We can definitely talk about USD JPY. Yeah, PBI A-Rock. I saw that. I just didn't take it. But yeah, that one's looking very good. That one is looking very good. But yeah, let's talk about USD JPY for a minute. I mean, we've called this thing pretty much to a T over the last year. I did tell you guys in here that this thing was going to explode. We've been talking about these interventions. Now, it's possible that it ends up moving back to the upside. But I would say right now it's a little bit less likely. Seeing is what the dollar's doing. The dollar looks like it wants to head a lot lower here. You can see here the dollar is going to be flirting with this 101 area pretty soon. It could even test 100, which would be really wild here. And when we go into a declining interest rate environment, uh, with with what we're expecting going into the end of the year, the next three FOMC meetings, if we do get significant rate cuts, dollar weakens, yen strengthens versus it, and we see USD JPY actually move to the downside. Um, the only way for that not to happen is one, if this carry trade and they were to come in and really aggressively short the yen. If they were to put on a significant more amount of this carry trade that they have been doing, then yes, USD JPY could move back to the upside. Or if they continue to see their domestic inflation moving back up, it's not really likely right now. I actually think that the USD JPY is probably going to flatline or even come down going into the end of the year. That's my expectation right now. We'll see what happens though. Let's see. And pause for a second. It's the first time I've seen that name, man. First time I've seen that name. Let's see. Kupang. Yeah, Kupang on the monthly is an interesting one. I mean, that would be really longer term if we were to trade that on the monthly chart. That I actually really do like on the monthly. How's the weekly look? Can we get something on the weekly? Nah, that's. I mean, I would assume that crazy candle there's earnings. Yeah, earnings in here. So SLV is looking really good though. So we'll see what happens with this today. I did cut the net yesterday. I mean, you guys kind of know the theme at this point. If something's not going to fire off and hold at a nice level for me initially, I'm just going to cut it. I think I took a minus 10% loss on the trade. So like that's basically nothing. It really didn't matter. You heard BOJ interventions are over. Yeah. Well, okay, interventions, I see what you're saying. Yes, there's no reason for them to intervene right now. That is true. But the most important thing there, John, is that they've said that they're not going to be raising rates again this year. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it can't go up. It just means that they're probably not gonna. Because again, you guys have seen the videos when we talked about USD JPY and the unwind of the carry trade, about how they still have a lot of their positions and things like that. It doesn't mean that it can't go up. It just means, or it doesn't mean that it can't go down. It just means that after they did that first quarter basis point hike, I mean, what are they going to do now? They kind of shocked themselves in the market. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, nice, man. Nice, Wimpy. All right, guys. Again, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. We got a lot of interesting things going on today. I mean, we might be able to get a little day trade set up here. We'll see. Oh, that's the other thing I want to make sure everybody new understands as well. I know you guys see the videos of me on social media day trading. I always want you guys to it's because they get like hundreds of thousands of views. Um, like always put way more of an emphasis on like swing trading and position trading more than day trading. Again, if information is the edge, which is true, and you were to look at day trading from an information perspective, you'll never be quick enough to take advantage of that information. You just won't. So, and again, the edge and it's so much easier. You can ask anybody in the live chat how much simpler, easier, more effective the swing trading stuff that we do around here is. The day trading stuff is fun. And again, that day trading strategy has like 20 winning months in a row. But the reason why it does is because it's operating under that less trades, more profits methodology and not looking at like, oh, let's scalp every 1 minute candle we see. NQ, I mean, you guys said NQ yesterday, and I kind of brushed it off, and it was moving like crazy. So yeah, NQ's moving around a little bit here. John, thanks for the super, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for your responses. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Let's see here. UNH I like. But here's the deal with UNH that's interesting. Dude, we haven't got super chats on this channel in a while. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Okay, UNH healthcare. Think about healthcare, think about biotech, and think about how it relates to rates. If we do see tomorrow, because the pendulum could swing again, what could we then see? Did I take Exxon? I did not take Exxon. No, I just have silver and NEE. That's all I've got right now. Did Exxon set up? No, not really. Kinda. It's starting to, but again, I try and stay away from it's tough to get right. Exxon's a tough one. So I typically I've tried this a few times. I think we traded it a little down in here. I think it was this one. But other than that, I really don't trade a whole lot of these. The commodities I don't really go for a lot, like oil. I mean, I trade a lot of like GLD if it sets up. Silver's looking great. We've had some epic silver trades this year. You can see this one, this one. But okay, think about what would happen to rates if we see that giant downward revision in payrolls. Well, you'd see rate cut expectations go up. You'd see things potentially like Lebu starting to move to the upside, RKT, real estate, and healthcare names. Now, UNH, even though it's setting up well, it may not move like those other healthcare names. So, how does Lebu look? This is the thought process that you guys have to. Yeah, there goes Lebu. Oh my god. AMD or Tesla. I mean, you guys know how long I am on AMD, but both of those are not setting up right now. They can in the future. AMD just straight up, Tesla just kind of straight up here as well. Netflix, I really wanted to trade. The thing with Netflix though is it just ripped. Maybe I could have said that this was a decent area of consolidation here before it broke, but that's really not a solid setup that I want to be taking. So, I mean, that's why on the silver. Silver's a little different. And the NEE has looked really good in here. So we're gonna see if NEE can get a nice little push potentially up to those highs. And if you think about the recession trade, people are gonna would fly into utilities and things like a Walmart and stuff too. The other thing is no, we're not gonna talk about this now. I was gonna talk about like price controls and stuff, but there's not really like a trade based on it yet. Where's Palantir this morning? How's that doing? Down a little, but this thing has been a monster. I think Philip Morris is doing well too. Yeah, guys, I gave you guys this one down in here. Those VIX Insights research reports. Once we release the Discord to everybody, I mean, you guys are gonna get everything: the long-term investing stuff, the position trades, the swing trades, the day trades, the education, everything. So I think most of you guys know this by now, but the Discord's gonna be coming out next week. If you guys do take advantage of the 20% off sale to all my education right now, you're gonna get the Discord for free. So that link is at the top of the live chat there. The code is STV20. I mean, you don't have very much time left. If you guys want to pay monthly, that's fine. But there you guys go. You're from Greece. Oh, that's sweet. You trade CFDs and leverage ETFs. Glad you aren't in options. I do trade a lot of options. But yeah, John, everything that I do, I mean, Alfie in here, I don't know if he's in here yet, but yeah, he just trades shares off of everything and it works very well. It's the same thing. It just depends on how you want to take advantage of the move. There are certain situations though, like there was a time period this year for like 2 months where I was like, I'm just gonna trade shares. The options market was behaving very strangely, so I just traded a lot more shares. Let's see. What about a firm? I know Michael likes a firm. I'm still kind of calling my shot like I've done many times in the past, like with Tesla and Mara. We did get this move, so we were talking about this back in here that I wanted a firm to sell through this zone, pop back through it, consolidate in it, and then pop out of it. So I mean, it's just a launch zone that we saw for this trade that I get. That was just an insane one. 1 to 15 risk to reward there. Maybe, I mean, again, it's not time. It's got earnings coming up. I still think Q4 is going to be very interesting for a firm. It just needs to give us the setup, and that's it. Let's say. No, I trade a lot of options, Sean. Like you guys see on the Instagram story, like those percentage gains. Like I'm not making 1,000% on shares. Like, you're in XLV shares trade since 8/14, moving slow but positive every day. Yeah, that's healthcare. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Oh yeah, that's great, man. There you go. And that's the thing too. UNH is a tough one. Like UNH is a really tough one to get right. So I might look for maybe Lebu, something like that. But Lebu already ripped. So I mean, I could maybe burn it on the UNH trade there, but RKT still cruising to the upside there. Where's SoFi? SoFi right. Wow, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, I gave you guys SoFi down in here. Overall thesis. I mean, you guys know the deal with this one. This was back, I think, on the private streams, right? Yeah. And the streams will be private at some point in December. So all of these will be private at some point in September once the Discord is fully up and running. Did I talk about at Tesla and AMD? Yep. Yep. don't look good. Well, they look great. I mean, just moving to the upside, but they're not giving you a setup. So SoFi up weeks. I actually expected it to come lower so I could buy more of it. But I mean, I'm fine with the initial starter position that I have in here. I mean, we got it at what, the 650s. We're up $1 on the shares. That's great. That's great. SLV looking good. I mean, this is the largest position that I have right now. NEE is smaller just because I decided to try and pull a Todd, go shorter expiration on the NEE again. Because remember, when I had the old NEEs, it was September expirations and I made what, 180%? Todd had like a week out, 2 weeks out, made 500%. I was like, all right, man. If I'm gonna call it perfectly and you guys are gonna make 500%, I gotta get in on some of that too. Your SoFi's up 100% or so. Daily Taylor, there you go. But yeah, guys, again, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot, getting these streams out to some more people. If you guys do enjoy these types of streams, again, you're not going to see this type of stuff anywhere else. Most of the people that you're probably watching or looking at on social media are just like, look, chart. And it's like, no. You can't do that. You cannot just look at a chart and be like, oh, this is what you're just going to miss too many things. Todd is getting lots of love lately, taking advantage of that NEE, man. PM, man. I wish I had bought this. I mean, this is just boom, ripping. So what else we need? NEE. Flat in the pre-market, we'll see. We don't need NQ on here. We're gonna need ES. ES might give us something today. ES might give us something here. I also think if you do see, okay, this is the other thing. If you do see, this is the risk that the market has. If you do see that giant downward revision in the jobs data tomorrow, market's probably selling off aggressively. The other point is like the Fed, guys, is not going to want to cut when the market is like 1.8 or 1.8% from all-time highs. The Fed is not going to want to do that. So Powell might be coming as decently on the hawkish side. I mean, it's tough, though. It's tough. He almost doesn't have the ability to do it. I mean, yes, you don't have inflation where it is. GDP is higher, but that jobs data tomorrow is going to really dictate, I think, what happens on Friday with NFP. Mine commodities, too. Well, natural gas has looked really good. I don't really look at sugar and rice. We probably could, though. I mean, we might as well. We could start doing that. But again, like when we do launch the Discord, guys, like I'm going to be giving alerts or like putting on the watch list. Like if you guys saw the screenshot of what's in the Discord, we're going to have the stock watch list, Forex watch list, and crypto watch list too. So we're going to have all of them. Yeah, SLV printing. Yeah. Depending on your expiration, you guys could be having some real fun today. I mean, mine are up I think like almost 50%, something like that. So looking to scale out around 100%, make it free, and then hold them. Target, Celsius. Oh, those could be interesting. Let's see. Tiger, no, I don't like. Coming into earnings. Celsius, I actually like. I actually do like this one. So we'll see what happens here. Dropbox. Then I want to take a look at DocuSign. I have no idea what it looks like. Nah, that's running too much. What's DocuSign look like? No, Roblox. It's not that bad, but it's not great. Not that bad, but not great. Let's see. Yeah, we've already covered a lot this morning. We've covered a lot. Dude, it's so bright in this window today. That's nuts. Let's see here. Affirm. That's a good one, man. I mean, I did kind of map it out for everybody. It just didn't consolidate as much as I wanted it to. Dropping through the zone, coming back up, flatlining, and blasting off out of it. I mean, it could still do it there. Where's PayPal, actually? Whoa. PayPal having some fun. Starbucks. And then I want to see how Chipotle's doing. Actually, Nike as well. Wow. I mean, yeah, I remember the Nike trade from last week. We entered right around here. 75.40. That was an awesome trade there on Nike. I think that was what, 380%? Am I day trading or swing trading? I mostly swing trade. Yeah. And it's what you guys all should do. You guys can listen or not, but like the edge is in swing trading. It's not day trading. FX. Here's what I mean, it's in my Twitter bio. I find this is very, very, very simple. I find stocks that are about to explode before they do with technicals, fundamentals, and macro. And then I also day trade with retracements. That strategy has like 20 winning months in a row. So, so once you do that kind of, I mean, you can almost view it as like, I mean, people are going to call it different things and have different explanations for it, but like top down analysis, like I look at like central bank movements, currency, everything, build thesis on what's actually happening in the market. Um, and then we go from there and look at the different sectors and then find the stocks that are setting up like they're about to explode, like how I called the shot on Tesla here for you guys. So this was a good one. I mean, there's been a boatload of them over the last few weeks and this year. Am I watching anything today? Nothing like really, like I'm not really interested in anything. I mean, I want to see how SLV does. If this can get a nice pop up today, that'd be great. I mean, it already has, so those are probably going to be up. I don't know, around 60-70% today, depending on what they want to do with the premiums. I actually expected those contracts to move a lot more yesterday. They didn't, so today might be the day that they snap a little bit, which would be fun. NEE, I'm in it, so I want to see what happens with this. That one's size for zero. I don't really care what happens to that one, but it could do another like 500%er. But tomorrow I'm really interested in the revision data on QQQ this morning. I mean, I don't really care if that makes sense. Like it's going to move around, flicker around. The S&P, I mean, I believe Nasdaq probably did it too, but it's had like 8 or 9 straight up days. So we're due for a little bit of a pullback. And it's just been a short squeeze. I made that video for you guys about the market, and like what you've seen over the last like week and a half is literally just been a textbook short squeeze. Because and this is why we have to Alfie, there he is. And this is why I want you guys to understand like everything that's happening in the market, because we can make boatloads of money just knowing things that other people don't. Here's a great example of this. When everybody was coming out over the last 2 weeks and saying emergency rate cuts, everything looks bad, oh, blah, 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 they weren't even actually talking about the real reason why the market was selling off, and didn't even if they did, they didn't understand the carry trade. So like when it gets unwound and a little bit, and then the Bank of Japan comes out and says that they're not going to be raising rates anymore. I mean, you've just seen rate cut expectations skyrocket for honestly no reason. They went to like what 1.25% by the end of the year. Well, that gave us a great trade on TBT moving back to the upside when yields were in the 3.7 range, moving back above 4. Riding that back up is perfect. And then you kind of saw everything continue where all these people that just and you'll realize this, that like people like to talk about like smart money in like institutions and wealth managers as being some sort of like geniuses. They're not, guys. They're really not. Most of them are not that intelligent, and they don't know really what's going on in the market. They're taking orders from other people, doing things. It's like they're not doing what everybody thinks that they are. I just happen to have known all the really smart ones my entire life, so I know how it works. So, what time's the data out tomorrow? It's probably 8:30. I'd have to look though when the revision gets dropped. It might even be earlier than that. But yeah, Alfie, you've got the mastermind link now with that code, so you should be all good to go. Hop in whenever, man. Hop in whenever. That is the only thing that's going to be increasing in price when the Discord gets released. So just be aware of that. But yeah, next week I gotta tell you guys the exact date for it, for when because I'm gonna get all of you guys in the courses in there first, and then I'll kind of open it up to everybody else and say, hey, like you guys are now allowed to hop in. Like read in an article in Zero Hedge that was making the case that we haven't cut rates because of the carry trade. Daily Taylor, did you watch my videos? I would agree with him to an extent. It's not that we haven't cut rates, it's that we haven't cut rates aggressively. Like that's the thing. Like yes, we haven't really gotten to the point where all right, rate cut time. It's close. The other thing that you have to realize is with the employment data, if tomorrow comes out and we do get a million job downward revision, uh, that's going to be, I would say it's bad because we could have cut rates sooner. Yeah, it's the same thing that I've been saying. We all think Jimmy. Well, who's Jimmy? Let's see. SLV looking good. Should you buy QQQ puts this morning? Do whatever you want to do, man. I mean, like, I'm not here to tell you what to do, especially those like short-term gambles. I mean, you can do what you want. Uh, Shani, like again, if you were to just operate the way that you would see, like having even that thought would just make you sick. You'd be like, whoa, why would I do that? You just like, you would cringe at the thought of that because you don't have to. You meant cutting rates. Yeah. No. It's the same. It's the same thing that we've been talking about. That if they were to cut rates aggressively right now, they'd blow out the carry trade. It'd be done. You're in KMI for natural gas exposure. That's not bad. Natural gas is another tough one to get right. That thing is volatile. That thing is volatile. Oh, guys, we're what, 14 likes away from 100 or 50 likes on the stream, but in the pre-market here, we got 5 minutes to go. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll have. I think I'm gonna be able to get another market recap video out for you guys tonight. So again, make sure you have notifications turned on. Been posting those daily. Those are back. Those are back, ladies and gentlemen. Tessie's up. I mean, we can't really do anything on it, but 4 minutes till the money starts. Oh, Jim Cramer. Yeah. Well, it kind of it. The thing with Jim Cramer, and this is all right. I'm gonna give you guys a little hot take here. Okay, Jim Cramer has to hang around all day long, and people just ask him about stocks like constantly. So like, he's not gonna have like a good understanding of like everything all the time. Like all right, and he knows that people want answers, so he has to pick a side. Like when you guys ask me about tickers, and I'm like, oh, I just don't know. I'll just tell you I don't know. He won't. He'll just pick a side. So it is kind of his fault in that sense, but just the vast amount of volume of like things that he's covering all the time, it's like, yeah, he's gonna say some things that are gonna make him look bad. If he was just running like a fund, he would never talk about most of those things that people are asking him about. If I think QQQ will go down this morning, I don't know, man. I don't have a crystal ball. Like, could it? Yes. Could it rip? Also, yes. Do I care either way? Not really. Like, that's the thing you got to realize. It's like you don't need to care if the market's going to pump or don't. It doesn't matter. Us sitting here and saying, do we think it's going to go? It's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time. No King interview with the guy on his private jet. Oh, the guy that used to trade energy. They're the most volatile, most predictable. They are pretty predictable if you're looking at like OPEC in the SPR and other things like that. But I don't have the data to do. Again, it's the same thing. It's the same type of like info. They just have more information than we do, Daniel. So it's the same thesis. It's just information is the edge. Your crystal ball has been in the shop for so long. Sorry, use fibs. Yeah, man. I mean, that's one of the main things that we use for the day trading strategy. And that's one of the reasons why the way I use them, as the strategy has 20 winning months in a row. Alex, I'm pretty sure you're in the courses though, man. You feel like he does it on purpose, checking the performance of inverse Kramer pretty much proves it. Yeah, fair. It kind of does. All right. That SLV, I don't really know. I mean, these contracts could go a little bit. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, no. Euro USD. Yeah, dollar's coming down. See, people are saying Powell expected to sound dovish. Was that from Evercore again? Oh, no, that's from BNY. All right. So this is actually really important. Let's see if we can get through this in a minute. Hit the like button. Thank you, Pod. I appreciate that. So this is the statement. Fed Chair Powell risks not saying enough to satisfy market expectations in his remarks at the Jackson Hole Symposium Friday. Guys, this is the exact thing that we've been talking about. If the rate cut expectations are that high and he doesn't come out and say, hey, this is what we're doing, we're going to go along with market expectations, the recession fears pick up and they sell anyway. All right, let's continue. BNY's John Vella says in a note, he expects Powell to sound dovish. We don't expect the speech to be heavy on specifics, and it's unlikely that key questions about the size of the first rate cut or the frequency or length of the cutting cycle will be answered. He expects 25 basis points cut in September and says that a weaker than expected August jobs report due to the FOMC meeting could result in a 50 basis point move. All right, ding, ding, ding. Market's open. Silver's looking really good. Yeah, SLV's ripping. I want to see what those contracts are at right now. 78% on the SLVs, baby. There we go. All right, 81% now. That's really good. So I'm probably gonna try and get a. I mean, if it continues a little, I'm gonna see if I can get a scale out there at a little over 100%. That'd be nice, you know. Whoa, I think it's ripping here. Wait, what did I have these at? Yeah, that's fair. Hold on. I just gotta set this order up. All right, we're good. 81% on the SLVs right now. Let's see what happens with NEE. Risk free on SLV. There you go. Yeah, no, Powell speaks on Friday, 10 a.m. at Jackson Hole. So yeah, if SLV pushes a little bit here, I'll probably be able to get out of these for free. Oh, net went. Darn. So I cut that one yesterday. If you guys are still in net, good for you. That is still going there. So I don't have it, but just because like it's when it started to fade yesterday, I was like, not really the biggest fan of that. So on the trade, I think that was like a minus 10%. But that's fine. SLV's cruising. NEE's pretty flat here. That's not doing anything. If dude, silver looks nasty. I almost just want to hold it, you know? I mean, I'm up 84% on my silver. If it gets up there, I'll make them free and then see what happens after that. 90% on your IBMs yesterday. There you go. Yeah, SLV's been a fun one. So we'll see what happens. Net looks good. If you guys are in that one, I mean, it's probably not doing anything crazy, but NEE flickering around. If it can get through a couple of these highs in here, that would be interesting. Yesterday's day high would be interesting to go take 79.58. ES, nice pop it open. Data came out this morning. Nothing. Oh, First Solar. That one ripped too, I think. Is it still going? No. Oh, no, but I do really like this. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We had a lot of this move here on First Solar was really good. It doesn't look like it, but since we were in on the options and I had shorter expirations, those were nasty. So if we can get an even bigger move on First Solar or even an end phase isn't setting up as well as First Solar, but actually, where's like ACB? ACB doesn't look bad. You guys remember the 1-16 risk reward trade on that one? That was fun. Palo ripping on earnings? Hold on. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, hold on. That actually would count. I actually wouldn't hate this for the post earnings. How to use TradingView to buy and sell? You have to connect your broker to it. I don't do that though. I just don't like the interface. You lost 10 grand in Bitcoin. Well, hopefully you, what do you call it? Have 10 grand to risk, man. It's all about risk management. SLV back down. That's fine. Hold on. I gotta look at Palo, see where we could go with it. Ooh. Yeah. All right. Did they report? They had to have reported. A lot of upgrades. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The premiums on it are going to be an absolute nightmare, but we'll see what we can get on it if I can get anything. What time is it? All right, we have a minute. Oh, their spreads are terrible. NEE, all right. SLV, I mean, it's still up nicely. We'll see. All right, 10 seconds. Let's see what it wants to do. This would be a sling. Like, I'd be slinging this. That's fine though. Wasn't it yesterday? Wasn't what yesterday? Yeah, after hours. NEE's moving a little. Nothing crazy, but oh, dude, the spreads aren't that bad. They're not great though. DraftKings, hold on. It is going. It's just not consolidating enough. It's just slowly grinding up. So Palo, I'd be interested in something. Ryan, I already said it. No data this morning. How to manage risk? Yeah, don't risk more than 1% of your account on a trade, man. That's simple as that, man. Like, have a stop loss. And again, guys, I'll tell you right now, like once you guys understand, like, and I think the Discord's going to be very, very helpful for a lot of you guys because you guys are going to get all the courses with it too. But I mean, again, if you want to get the Discord for free, the 20% off discounts up there. Like, guys, risk management's not hard. Like, it's the easiest thing in trading. Risk management and psychology, people like to talk about it as this, like, ooh, big thing. It's like your strategy and the way that you operate in the market should make, like, risk management and psychology just completely moot, irrelevant. It doesn't matter because the strategy is going to tell you what you need to be doing. And that's the thing. Like, if you lose more than you expected to on the trade, it's your fault. You didn't hear. TLT. Yields are probably coming down. Yeah, a little bit. And that sounds harsh, but it's what some of you guys need to hear. Like, if you lose that much on a trade, it's your fault. Why would you risk that much, right? And again, like, if Bitcoin's going to explode, I'm going to tell you. Like, it's not a hard thing to see. All right, I might do this here. Did I play its earnings? No, I didn't play its earnings. I'm looking to play the post earnings, though. I don't know if it's going to give it to us, though. SLV's coming down. NEE's looking for that high there. There we go. Come on. Didn't want it there for a second. Palo's a wild child, though, so you got to be careful with it. The premiums are almost too cooked to do it. Yeah, it is tough love. Like, you're up 18% on your Affirm shares. Great work, Michael. Yeah, they're running these away a little bit. Is there anything better on the chain? Not yet. Yeah, silver's losing it after that big gap up there. Yeah, Palo doesn't want it yet. Apple trying to break out. I'm pretty sure Apple's just been ripping. I mean, I could see that. I could see that a little bit. Let's see. Post earnings on what? Palo Alto. Just hasn't broken that area yet. I can't get it until it breaks that area. NEE is slow. Yeah, it is slow. But when it moves, ooh, that thing rips. Philip Morris at a 52-week high. Yeah, you're welcome, everybody. That was another great long-term analysis trade there. There you go. Oh, also, guys, for those of you guys that haven't checked them out yet, My Funded Futures I think now is the best futures prop firm with their rules, no activation fees. They end up being cheaper than Apex. Like that, I mean, I think they're almost in some cases are better than Top Step as well. So if you guys do want to take advantage of that, I just threw the link in the live chat there. Use code VIX. For those of you guys that still need to, what is that? Netflix. Netflix is that high right now? Oh my, Netflix 52-week high. Jeez, man. I mean, I told you guys Netflix was going to go. I just wanted it to give us an entry there, and it never did. It just ripped. Palo's not doing it. Yes, it's moving. What are yields doing? Coming down a little. But yeah, there you guys go. I mean, that's my funded futures. If you guys want to kind of diversify your prop accounts, I mean, those of you guys that like Apex, I mean, Apex, the only benefit there is is having so many accounts and more funding, but that trailing drawdown rules rough. I believe, yeah, the intraday trailer. What is on MetaTrader? Nothing that you should be touching, man. Unless you're swing trading currency pairs, you should not be touching them. And you should be on a US regulated broker, please. Everybody's always asking me in like the Instagram videos I post, like, what broker, what broker? And it took me forever to realize why they were asking me that. And then I realized all the brokers out there in the Forex space are just scams. I was like, oh, I get it now. Yeah, just stick with US regulated brokers. And you always, always, always don't be day trading currency pairs. Be an adult, please. There's literally no edge in that. Like, if I could pick a market where there's the least amount of edge, it's or the what like an action that you could take in the market that has the least amount of edge, it's day trading currencies. That's nuts. Swing trading them. I mean, you guys have seen the moves that I've called in the past, that USD JPY move, some others. I mean, there you go. Yeah, the trailing drawdown does get you on Apex. But yeah, Daniel, I know you've had you like my funded futures, right? Oh, they're Oh, I like that. They just killed the premiums on Palo a little bit. I like that. Data Dog. That would be an interesting one. I think we looked at this week. Yeah, give this a couple more days here, and then I'd be interested in that. Where is gold? How's gold doing? It's coming down a little. Where's SLV? Still up a percent there. That's still good. But yeah, use code VIX on there. I mean, I might make like $5 or something. So I just throw that one out there because that one is the best one now. And I believe their average response time to like support tickets is like 6 minutes or something right now. I mean, they're doing a lot of good things. Your MFF and Top Step, nice. Here comes NEE a little bit. What are those contracts that I have on it? They were a little whippy. Yeah, they're playing around a little on those. You're up 50% on DraftKings already? Did you sling weeklies? I would assume so, yeah. I mean, if you slung the weeklies on that, good for you. It's not perfect, you know? It's not perfect there. I'm looking for perfect. Or post earnings, stuff like that. Like NEE, that's a great setup. SLV was a little different, but a little more macro driven. And again, team, as you guys are filtering in here, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Costs you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot. We might even be able to get to 100 likes on the stream today. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Ooh, I I could be really Nicola. Oh, dude, you want to start with the fundamentals on that thing? That thing's garbage. Nicola, I mean, oh, hold on. If it's gonna go, I'll tell you. No, 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 that's garbage. This is no, 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 bad, 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 everything bad. Sorry, that's Saki. No, no, no. You don't want to be going near that thing. Walmart break 52 highs. I think it did, didn't it? Oh, it's up there. That earnings reaction was very nice on that. All right. Should we just be degens and sling the weeklies on this instead? We could. We could do that if we really wanted to, you know? Yeah, sorry, Sandu. That's just a garbage company. Like, I'll trade garbage companies sometimes, but yeah, I got to check the next week's first, see if they gave me a better deal on this. They actually are. It didn't break, though. ASTS dump time. I don't know. I mean, had a very, very positive reaction to its, there it is, to its earnings. So I'd say that's going to be pretty volatile for a while. What is this area? Say, 67.20. You have 750 puts for next Friday. You're buying. I mean, you're gonna have some cranked up IV on that. I'd be careful there. And again, guys, just because something is up does not mean that you should be buying puts on it. Please, like, guys, if you guys saw the way that we look at markets, GME, yeah, that's cooked. I used to talk about that stuff a lot. And then everybody got so mad at me when I said everything was over. And then they sent me death threats. And I was like, well, now your stock's down 99% and I'm still alive. So how'd that go for you? Like, yeah, NEE is trying to break the high. I see that. It's a penny away. Palo's trying here. It's just not getting there. If I do this, it's going to be a sling. Silver's coming back up a little. NEE is right at that high. We're probably going to get an alert on this thing in a second. Yep, there it goes. NEE breaking a little bit there. There we go. Let's see how much it can go here. That'd be nice. Get a little action on NEE. I mean, I think my calls for next week are... Oh, now they're up. Now they're up. Nice. I mean, it's the spreads on them, which they're going to be spready because I kind of slung a little NEE. But we'll see. Palo's still fighting with this 5-minute range here. So the thing is I want to be quick on this when it goes because I want to steal from people on the option chain. That's what I want to do. I want to get a disgusting fill and then catch everybody asleep. If I do it. Up 65% still on my SLVs. That's pretty good. Where's the market? Yeah, no, it doesn't look like we're getting a little day trade setup today. So unless it were to really move up here, then you get the retracement later. Puts may not be a good idea. Well, tomorrow's really big. We talked about it in the YouTube video yesterday. And we talked about it in the beginning of the stream today that tomorrow's job revision data is going to be insanely important, like incredibly important. SLV slowly working its way back up here. Yeah, and then that DraftKings that we talked about. I mean, it looks all right. I just don't really want to be putting any extra risk on stuff that we don't need to. Elgene, I've literally never heard of that, but if it's an indicator, you probably don't need it. just letting you know. Breath thrust? Breath is interesting. So if it's talking about like advancers, decliners in the market, sure, but I don't really know what it is. But typically when you hear indicator, if it worked, you'd have billions of dollars of money running through it. And the fact that none of them do, it's not. Tesla, I mean, I'm interested in Tesla. The only thing is that it's not giving me the setup I need yet. So we're not going to be chasing it here. I mean, again, Netflix, I was telling you guys that it was going to rip for us, and then it just never gave us the setup that we needed to enter, and it now is at all-time highs. So we'll see. And again, guys, make sure that those of you guys that want to make sure that you don't have to pay for the Discord, you take advantage of that 20% off deal. This is your last chance. The Discord's coming out next week. Here you guys go. All the education there. All you guys asking questions about risk management, strategy, everything is answered in there. And once you see it, you see the way that we operate in the market, you literally can't unsee it. You'll be like, oh, there's two main feedbacks that we get from all the education. It's, oh my God, I'm doing so much better than I was previously. That's the first one. The second one is, Why the heck was I not doing this before? It's so simple and so effective. So, but those of you guys that want to be able to hop into the Discord, you guys will be able to do that too. You'll just have to pay monthly. You hit some nice gains on Net, Zillow, and ECL. There you go, Alfie. Yeah, Net. I want to check in on where that was. Yeah, this one. I think it's the fact that it didn't aggressively move yesterday, like even up to here, like 84.65, made me think, it could flicker around a little bit, which is why I just cut it for the smallest paper cut possible. NEE looking good here. NEE starting to look good. So yeah, I did really sling this. So it is size for zero, but I am hunting a big percentage one on NE. I probably could have went closer with it. Oh, bricks. Yeah, Alfie. So bricks, they're trying to get off the dollar, but they can't. Here's why. They're reserved. So people are going to make a big deal about bricks for a while transacting, and still the vast majority of all transactions in the world are going to be in US dollars. So um when you think about like what companies reserves are, whose debt that they hold, who are they dependent on for everything, yeah, they can get some of their transactions off maybe, but it's going to be very very difficult right now for them to get off the dollar. Eddie says, plus, even if you are a bit of an emotional ball like me, you even learn. You not only make successful traders, but as well, you help those that were a wreck months ago. Eddie, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. But that's kind of the main point there, Alfie. It's like they can do it, but it's not really going to do much until like the dollar really tanks and like people get really worried about the strength of the dollar. DD? What's that? That looks decent. That would be a shares trade most likely in here. Dude, NEE's looking good. My position on it is like flat though, which is really annoying because I slung it. My silvers are still up about 65%. So we'll see what happens here. We're looking good across the board though. Great week so far with silver. Nike last week was awesome. So we're just going to keep stacking. Just keep stacking. It's very simple, guys. Everybody loves to make trading so complicated. It's not. It really isn't. You have a good understanding. The only thing that is complicated is having that broad market thesis. But you guys hang around here long enough, you guys are going to be able to catch on to it very, very, very quickly. All right, Palo. I kind of like what they're doing here. They're bleeding out the premiums that I wanted. So I'll be able to, if this ends up breaking, I will be able to get a good deal on them if I decide to take it. NEE 79.75 could get interesting there. Ultra NEE, I'm sorry, I called you slow. When it goes, it goes. Like I kind of wish I didn't sling it as much as I did because these would, I mean, they might get snappy. It's possible. We missed Spotify? Did we? I think we talked about it yesterday, didn't we? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we kind of missed Spotify there. That stinks. All right. Palo's trying. We don't really have any data coming out today. The market's really just going to be bracing for what's going to be happening tomorrow, which is huge, guys. I cannot understate how important tomorrow is, and Friday, and Thursday. The next 3 days of this week are going to be huge because tomorrow we have the revision data, then we have initial and continuing claims, and I think something else too. But then Jackson Hole on Friday is going to be huge. Yeah, Thursday we have flash services and manufacturing PMI as well as existing home sales. So Thursday's big as well. Tomorrow we also have the FOMC meeting minutes. Oh my God! All right, so we're gonna this week is gonna start heating up very quickly. So very slow start to the week in terms of data. Oh, but the rest of this week's gonna be nuts. 3M. Yeah, it's a slow one. I don't think I'm really going to be doing anything on 3M just because we already nailed it for like 500% on the post earnings move. I'll probably just burn it. If I want anything on it, maybe I'll take a shares trade. NEE, making a move, baby. There we go. My position is still flat. That's just, thanks, NEE. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right. Palo's trying to go. Google's flying. Yeah, a lot of those are. Yeah, just no setup there. Looking at unusual options, I think people are hedging the next few days. There was a giant spy call position that went in, but unusual options activity, I will always, I've said this for years, it's nonsense. I think it's a stupid way to trade because what people are trying to do is they think what they're this is why I think it's dumb is that they think that they're following people that have better information, but there's no way to tell what that information is and what their actual goal for that trade is, and if it's a hedge, if they're selling, if any, like you have no idea. It's you're literally it's the blind following the blind. What I do actually think is helpful though is Bookmap. I think Bookmap is pretty cool. All right, here comes Palo. Yeah, Palo just hit it. Can I still steal from them here? Sorta. All right. Let's see. I think I sniped it. Yeah, sort of. We'll see. We'll see. That's size for zero. Qualcomm, I like. Yeah, give this thing a couple more days, and I'd be very interested in that. So Palo broke, but we got to see if it continues here. This thing's going to be a volatile wild child, which is why I'm size for zero on it. See, it's coming right back down. NEE looking good here, though. And then where's silver? Did silver come back up? A little bit. It's just kind of holding on there. Facebook, I don't think it's giving us anything. No, Facebook looks interesting. Yeah, Palo right back down. So we'll see what happens with it. That's moving like crazy. So we'll see. If it wants to go, it wants to go. I like NEE the most here. And silver. I mean, silver's the biggest position that I have right now. NEE, dude, look at that thing go. Are they gonna finally give me something on these or what? Nope, nothing yet. All right, let's see. AVTR. That looks good. And then PBR was the one you were looking at? Or no, what was the one that you gave me? PayPal, I'm not PayPal, it's like you got to give it a little bit. A-Rock, what was the one that you PBI? It was PB something. Was it this one? I think it was this one. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Palo's just flashing around like a wild child. It did break that high though, so I've got a little bit of it. NEE looks good. Silver looking good. Whoa, high market. Hello. We actually might. I mean, if this thing trends up for a little while longer, we might get our is Grinder setting up? Yeah, PBI. NEE's definitely trying. PBR reminds me of your college days. Nice. Nice. There you go. Yeah. Palo moving right back down. Darn. It still could do it. You never know. These post earnings ones can be whippy, but it might lose. Who knows? I don't care. That's why it's size for zero. If it goes up 500%, great. If it goes up zero, whatever. It's not going to matter. SLV's starting to move back up though. I'm going to throw an alert at just the day high just to have it see if it can get up there. But MPWR. That we've talked about. That looks decent. Where's Qualcomm? We just looked at it, but how does it look? That looks pretty good. NEE looking pretty good here. I mean, if we can take out these highs, 80, 60. That'd be fun. All right, new 5-minute candle, new 15-minute candle. Here we go. Cat. We could take a look at cat. That actually looks really good. Oh my. Yeah, I like that a lot. That looks really good there. Ooh, couple days, let the 10 catch up. That could be a really fun one. Costco could be nasty. If Costco looks the way, yeah, I like it. Yep. Let the 10 catch up on this thing. I'm just gonna throw an alert just so that if something happens, it reminds me of Costco. But yeah, yep. Costco is fun. Like if we catch a Costco move, oh boy, get ready. Make some room in your bank accounts or your trading accounts or whatever, wherever you put your money. Pal back up. Yeah, Cat and Costco both look good. Let's see here. You put Cat in the chat earlier. Yeah, I just didn't see it. Yeah, here comes the market right back down. I honestly would expect a little bit of chop and nothing really to happen until Powell. That's not true. Tomorrow, like today is probably going to be a little bit of a calmer day. UPS. Well, if UPS looks good, we could look at FedEx too. UPS looks that I actually really like. Santiago with the tickers today, buddy. There you go. FedEx. Not as good as UPS, but still looking good. NEE down. Everything just kind of dropped there with the market. I mean, I don't know. 370 today on Palo if it really wants to get going. It can get a mind of its own and just start pumping. Like that's why I was looking at Palo and sized it for 0 because if it goes, it'll go pretty nuts. If it doesn't, whatever. It will be okay. HD. HD I think I gave you guys before. Or no, yeah, HD I'm definitely watching here. Well, NEE just got slapped. Kava with a 52 we got. Really? Wow. I did not. Wow, Kava. That's interesting. I did not expect that. Where's Chipotle? We never looked at this. Yeah, that's going to be interesting with them not having that CEO anymore. What's his name? Nickel, I think his name is. Something Nickel. Bill Nickel, maybe? Yeah, Palo's giving it all back there. There goes NEE back down. Silver's holding though. Well, yeah. 3M's not gonna. It's gonna do. 3M's probably gonna have a mind of its own. Did Palo just rip back up? Yeah, dude, this thing's a wild child. What are your thoughts on people saying the market's going up on lower volume? Well, it's lower volume compared to what we saw like 2 weeks ago. And you would also say that that's more short covering. It's usually what you could say in this type of environment because it's vertical with low volume. I mean, that's just kind of textbook short covering there. Yeah, Brian Nickel. That's what his name is. It wasn't Billy Nickel. I was close. Sirius signs a multi-year agreement with Alex. Oh boy. Oh dear. Let's see. AMAT. AMAT I like. AMAT I definitely like. NEE. That was rude. SLV still looks great here, though. That's a good one. Still up 65% on those. My palos are flat. So we'll see what happens with those. It's back up. Like if it starts really pumping today, we might be able to have some fun, make them free, but who knows? SHW. That's breaking out. Oh, Palo broke. Let's see if it pushes above that high. Yeah, I like that. What is this? Oh, Sherwin-Williams. Oh, that is interesting. That is interesting. I like again, I don't really want to do a whole lot before what we have coming up later in this week. Like I have some stuff. Like I have the NEE, the silver, the crazy post earnings trade on Palo Alto. That could be fun. But other than that, I'm not all that interested in. I don't really like that double top there, but it doesn't matter. You just let it rip. Let it do its thing. NEE moving back up. Yeah, I can't wait to get going with the Discord with you guys too. That's gonna be so much fun, man. Like we're gonna have VIX insights. We're gonna have the webinars, the private live streams. Like it's gonna be insane. So yeah, at some point in September, all these live streams are gonna be private, but you guys will still see all the trading videos out there. Let's see. Here comes Palo. So it's saying I'm up like 10% on these, which I mean that's fair, but they're spready. So we'll see. I have some pretty wild limit orders on it. If it really wants to have some fun today, great. I'll be able to scale out, make them free. If not, we'll just hold them, see what happens. Ticker hunting. Yeah, I like them though. A-Rock. I like those tickers. You got some good ones there. Uh, 10-year not doing much. Where's USD JPY? That's not great. KMX. More consolidation on this one. Need more consolidation. This could be fun. Like you get some big buy orders in here. This thing could get fun. I don't know. We'll see. Now it says I'm up 24% on them, which is cool. Did anybody take the Palo Altos? Did anybody grab those? Oh yeah, the ticker hunting competition, the small account challenges. Like yeah, we have a boatload of stuff in there for you guys. But yeah, you guys will know when it's ready for everybody else on the outside to hop in. But if you guys want to make sure that you're not gonna have to pay for it, if you take advantage of the 20% off discount to all the current education that I have, you guys are all gonna get the Discord for free. Palo looking good. Yeah, the ticker hunting competition is gonna be real fun. Now it says I'm up 30% on this, 31. So hey, if they want to pump this thing a little, pay me. CNC, coffee in contemplation. All right, that actually looks good here too. Healthcare. Yeah, that's at an interesting spot. You're up 50 on Palo Alto. Jeez, did you go for the weeklies? I'm up 36% on mine. So, I mean, my what do you call it? My limit order is at a little over 100% on them. Great job, Jason. Though that's good. Let's see if it continues. I mean, these post earnings, they're size for zero. They can be very fun. You didn't take it. That's fine. I mean, it still could end up getting slapped. You got the 830 380s next week. Yeah, those will probably look good. Is that new highs on it? It's starting. So some yeah, real good tickers in here today, guys. Just imagine what the Discord's gonna be like. It's gonna be insane. New eyes on Palo. There we go. 370 would be nice. See what happens at 370 if he can get up there. Didn't like that. Ooh, SLV got hit. NEE got hit. Is market getting hit? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like if Palo gets a mind of its own and just starts going, you can see a lot of money flow into that thing. 38% on them now. 40%. I mean, they're spready, but they're definitely getting up there. So we'll see what happens with it. What else? What else? Let's see. Are you saying No, Palo Alto. Pan W. This one. Market not liking this here. ATR going? What do you mean? Oh my goodness. It's barely moving. It's barely moving. I mean, that's not my favorite setup there. It's all right. It's not the best thing in the world. DE. Isn't that John Deere? Yeah, post earnings, let that thing catch up. That'd be interesting. Tesla, everything's dropping with the market here. Market just. Did we have any news come in? Because that's aggressive for that type of movement here. Nope. I don't see anything. Market just decided that it didn't want to play anymore. Palo just got whacked as well. All right, let's see. NEE's coming down. SLV's coming down. Everything's moving down. Still green on the day, but yeah, everything's dying here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Quick 600 on ES. Nice. Nice. What else? Yeah, there's not really much else. Market's dropping. Oh, that green got you going? It might have. It might have. Dude, Powell was just at almost 370. It dropped back down to 366. Look at that. I mean, that's just moving with the market. So we'll see. SLV still in a good spot above 27. NEE, just kind of flickering around. DE, I do like this one. And then all those others that we put alerts on this morning, I really like Costco. What else was there? There was one more that I really liked. I mean, I have alerts on it, so I don't forget them. Micron's tempting. I really like that. We've had some insane trades on Micron in the past. EMN. Oh, yeah. I like that. 8 green days in a row. We're bound for a pullback. Oh, 100%. 100% we are. I mean, you're only... the market's only red by a point and a half. So, I mean, it can do whatever it wants still. Just be careful. And now it's back green. FBIN. That I like too. I like that as well. Oh, we're going to have a lot of alerts. Nice. Palo right back up. Nice. SPY to 566, 567. I mean, who cares? Like, guys, if it's not going to give, think about it like this. I don't actually care what the market does ever, just because I'm only looking for that one very, very specific thing to happen, unless we're trading like the reversal strategy. But the market can do whatever it wants. It's not really useful for me to sit here and say, oh, look, it could go to this level, because it's kind of irrelevant to what we're actually doing anyway and what people should be doing, right? Like, could it go there? Sure. Could it bounce right back up? Sure. Does it matter for anything that we're doing right now? No. So it doesn't really change anything. MGM. If this thing consolidates a little bit more, yeah. I mean, DraftKings has kind of already got started a nice little move there, so we'll see what happens there. USD JPY is so dead. It should be. I mean, that at this point, you want USD JPY to calm down, which is exactly. Well, I mean, that's not really all that calm. Like, that's coming down. That's not great. With the dollar doing what it's doing, like, look at Dixie. Is Dixie pulling back up? Not really. I mean, that's dangerous for USD JPY there. That's very dangerous. Palo starting to move back up. What are those up? They're saying they're up 30% right now. That's not bad. 25, 30. They're flickering around. My silvers are only up 50% here. Palo is kind of hinting at getting a mind of its own here today. There it is. All right, now I'm up like 48, 50% on my Palos. There we go. I mean, if this thing cracks 370 and starts moving a little bit, I mean, it's gonna fly around all over the place. But I might be able to get out of these free today. That'd be fun. You mean in the last hour? Oh yeah. I mean, I don't care about what happens to it in an hour, unless it makes a big move off of like news. I mean, then we'd have to see what the news is. NEE coming back up there. That's interesting. Silver getting hit. Where's gold? Gold's actually pulling back up there. That's interesting. Yeah, Daniel, I know you're thinking about day trading here, man, but again, you got to put most of your focus on the swings. There just isn't an edge. It's just there's no mathematical edge in it in day trading. Like, yeah, that's why I like the way that I do it in operating under the less trades, more profits methodology. Yeah, obviously it's going to help you if you want to do it. But you got to be super careful getting into that type of mindset, because I mean, you're not missing it, but again, your main focus should always be on swings. It's too easy to get yourself in trouble. Let's see. Palo's looking good. NEE moving back up. I like that. Gold looking interesting here. I mean, silver not having as much fun. I mean, I could just book the gains on the silver and be done. Book some of them. Let's see. Red book? That would be later in the day, I think. Yeah, that would be later in the day, I think. So weird to see Palantir in the red. Is it? How much is it red? It's still at 32, man. That thing is a tank. I love that stock. I love that stock, man. VST. I feel like we've looked at this one before. Yeah, I have alerts on this one. If this thing were to break, I would be interested in that. Where's XLU? Because this, yeah, I mean, XLU is still looking good here. What about XLV? It came down a little. Oh, yeah, at 855. Yeah, so that wasn't the reason for the drop. I think the market just said wanted to sell. How you doing, Ralph? Anything fun this morning? I played the Palo Alto post earnings. So looking to see how that one's gonna go. Scaled out a little bit of silver. Still have the NEEs, but those are a sling. Tomorrow's gonna be nuts. Tomorrow is gonna be crazy. You started buying one to. Oh, you're talking about Palantir? Yeah, the thing is just it's just a tank. I mean, that's my highest conviction stock over like the next 10 years. I just don't have enough of it. I wish I did. I have a decent amount, but nothing crazy. Uh-oh. Wait, where's that? What is it? 544.11? Oh yeah, no, we have a long way to go for that. You doubt we'll see under 20? Nah, I don't think we will. Exxon getting invalidated. Yeah, I'm not really all that excited about trading a lot of those oil names. They're super tough to get right. We've done it a few times, but it's lot. Usually, there's a lot better opportunity out there when oil starts to make moves because it moves with other things. You haven't traded much in the mornings recently. Yeah, the afternoons are usually a lot more fun. KKR, Kravis. Yeah, kind of same deal here with like the banks and like where's Morgan Stanley? Doesn't look bad. JP Morgan. Yeah. It's just not my favorite thing to oh, are you talking about yeah, EST? I don't think it did coincide with the pullback. I think it was already selling off into it, wasn't it? Like this? Yeah, it was already moving down. Then you got Redbook like around here, then it popped, then it sold off on it. AN. I like this. A little share trade on that could be fun. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see what happens with Palo if it gets above 370. If it can do that today, that'd be fun. Because those premiums are nuts. If it starts pumping, I mean, those could go crazy. Like that actually could be 1,000%er, like very quick. Very quick. If it goes. Yeah. Very slow. You can, A-Rock. You can if it invalidates. It's just the in this market environment, I probably wouldn't. Oh, this? No. No, 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 no. If it like dropped flatline, then wanted to come down, sure. But that I would not know. That still could be validated to the upside if it holds this 10. So I wouldn't do that on this one. It could roll over though. But again, you got to think about it like over time, what are you looking at on charts that's going to give you an edge? You know, long term hold. I don't know enough about it. We've traded it a boatload this year with a lot of success, but I don't like. I mean, it's in the software space, so I would have to learn a little bit more about it for me to want to buy it long term. It's been really fun to trade, just because again that package software sector has just been hot. It gets hot and it's just so much fun. Coin, not a fan. All right, let's see if Palo can do it. The ranking of the setups? Yes, Santiago. When we start the Discord, yeah, they're gonna have ratings on them. That is the other thing that we're doing. Like when I say like A plus, B minus, stuff like that. All right, guys. It's 10:25, not a whole lot going on. We are probably going to be wrapping it up here for today. Remember, this is all your last chance to get that 20% off deal, to then be able to hop in, get all the education, all the watch list, direct access to me, and get the Discord for free. Uh oh god, Dan, are we doing this golden age crap again? This happened like 2 years ago. Are we really doing that? Or is this real or are you a bot? Are you a bot? Are you being a bot? I don't like the bots because they did this last time and they said golden age, and then inflation ripped and unemployment spiked. So, and then they did it like years ago too. It's like these golden age bots. I don't know why they all have their narrative on there. All right, guys, I will see you guys later. Again, make sure you guys hop in there. Ooh, what's that? Oh, CNC's moving. That could be an interesting one. All right, team. I'll see you later. Peace.